Hey guys, and welcome back to the show where I talk about life and questions you guys might have. Today I found a question on Reddit which was about a year ago, and I want to talk about it because I think a lot of other people are struggling with it, including myself in the past, and I think I could help out someone else too. So here's the question. I am a really deep sleeper, and I have tons of things to do daily, so no matter if I decide I want to sleep at 10, it always drags till 11 usually. I want to wake up at 6 to get certain things done, as some circumstances take time away from me during the day. Some days I'm motivated and end up waking up early after setting like 4 alarms, but I'm tired throughout the day, and some days I just sleep in anyway. It's worse in the winter because it's darker. In the summer it's usually easier to wake up when I open the curtains. All in all, I need some tips on how to wake up at 6 a.m. consistently, hopefully for the rest of my life every single day. Any help is much appreciated. So this question is really interesting to me because I've been exactly where this guy is many years ago. I've always wanted to wake up very early in the morning so I can start my day, finish everything that I need to do in the morning/early afternoon so that I can enjoy the rest of the day. Now, obviously that never happened because pretty much all of my life, I was very used to going to bed very late in the evening. Like heck man, there was even a point in my life where a very long time ago, I'd go to bed at like 5 a.m. in the morning every day and it wasn't fun. I'd wake up at like 2 p.m. every day and it was really difficult to get out of that situation. If you are being used to living a lifestyle like that, it's tough, man. Anyway, back to the point of the video. So I've managed to fix my sleeping schedule in the last few years, and it's not actually that difficult. So just getting straight to the point right now. If you want to wake up early in the morning, you set one alarm clock and that's it. If you want to wake up at 6 a.m. every day and you want to go to bed at like 9 or like 10 p.m. or whatever, you want to turn off all your devices at least an hour before going to bed. And then using that last hour to prepare for the sleep, okay? If you don't use any screen time at all for the last hour, your body is naturally going to want to fall asleep because it recognizes that it's evening and it will be so much easier to fall asleep. Now, if you combine that habit also with doing some final preparations before bedtime, like cleaning the house, brushing your teeth and all this stuff, you'll beat 2 things in one. And it's going to make you feel really good once you wake up because you no longer have to do all of these things. Now, obviously day 1, you're probably not going to fall asleep immediately. At least for me, I wasn't able to. However, if you do this consistently for a couple weeks, you'll get to build that habit around falling asleep and waking up at that certain time every day. Eventually, it's going to feel natural and you probably won't even need a clock anymore. Now, as I said earlier, I've had tons of trouble sleeping back in the day, and I've built this really bad sleeping schedule for myself. There was, however, also a time in my life when I was much younger, where I was actually able to wake up without a clock. And that's because I was always super motivated to wake up early so I could access the PC of my parents before everyone else was awake and use it. And now thinking back to these days, it's all about sleeping habits, man. It's absolutely incredible what the mind does if you do something consistently every day. It makes life so much easier. Now, as for setting multiple clocks, I've never really done this myself in the past. However, I did read a lot about setting up multiple alarms and it just isn't worth it. Your mind literally knows that you've set 3 alarms the day before. And when you're already having, trouble sleeping, you can just like turn off those 2 alarms first and then it's just another excuse to stay asleep. It's better to just have 1 alarm and stand up immediately, man. It's just not worth it. Anyways, I guess I give sleeping advice now, which is quite funny because, sometimes in some cases when life is extremely stressful, I'm actually messing up my own sleeping schedule myself. However, it's never been as bad anymore as it used to be. I always get to easily return to my normal sleeping habits a few days after, and I hope my advice works for you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching and listening to today's video, and I hope you guys are all having a great day.